Hello there and welcome to a video on behalf of the Heist, which is an interactive game and electronics course run by Enigma Puzzles. And in this short video I'm just going to show you how to install libraries on your board. So this can be an Arduino Uno or it can be a Heist board. It's totally up to you, but make sure it's compatible with the Arduino IDE compiler system. Now, what is a library? It does exactly as you would think, in that it helps you to refer to a component part by doing all of the back-end fiddly coding bits for you. And so the other people have compiled these and made them freely available, which is absolutely fantastic. But some components require a little bit more coding than others. For example, your servo motor needs a little bit more compiling in code and sketch than others. The LCD displays, 4-digit displays, a variety of things need an additional library to install. This could be quite intimidating, but in fact it's so simple to do. So let's have a look at our page. Here's our IDE page, and over here you've got some symbols. These are your folders for previous projects that you're working on. This is your boards manager. If you look at that, that looks like the Heist board or the Arduino Uno. And then here, the pile of books, that's your library. So let's click on that. And what that will do is it will show you libraries that are available to you. So we can find one. Let's find one. There's one called Liquid Crystal. So let's go to Liquid Crystal. Liquid Crystal's there. It's popped up even though I've not finished there already, and I want to install that. It says who made it and it tells you what it does. So it says it allows communication with alphanumerical liquid crystal displays. So I'm going to click on install, and that installs that with your compiler. So it's now installed. It tells you it's successfully installed, and there is the word to remove it. So if you don't want that library there for some reason, you can delete it. Perfectly simple. We use an awful lot of different libraries in our coding system in the Heist. One of them is Guyver. So if I type in Guyver, Alex Guyver has written quite a few, and you can see they're all available to install, and they're really simple to install as well. So you literally have to press the button. So this is for smooth motor control. So if you're going to use Accel Motor, you'd click on install, and explains the dependencies. Now this is important. Dependency is something that is reliant on something else. So for example, a car moving is reliant on it having tyres on each of the axles. So this one says the library Accel Motor needs another dependency currently not installed, Guyver Motor. So I want to install it so it works. So I'm going to click on install all. So I'm going to click on install all, and you can see in the output it's installing all of those, and they're now installed. It shows me, and if I hover over there I can press remove, and if I click on info I can get more information on that. So libraries are incredibly small, so they don't take up a huge amount of space at all, but they're also incredibly powerful. And the system that Arduino IDE rather uses lets you know if there's an update. So if they've made a modification or an improvement upon the library itself, it'll flag up that it needs an update or a refresh. This might affect your code. So if you have an issue with your code and it uses, for example, servo, so I'm just going to type in what it would look like, servo.h in arrows. There we go. That shows us it's using the library called servo. And if you're using a piece of code, a sketch, which uses servo h and it's not operating correctly, just pop into your library and make sure that it's completely up to date, because that could be one of the issues that you've got. Likewise, if you're trying to do something with your 4-digit display and it's not working correctly for whatever reason, it might be worth searching out another library for that 4-digit display and seeing if that library allows you to adapt your code and sketch accordingly so it can do exactly what you want it to do. Libraries, incredibly powerful, incredibly useful, and I can just pop them away straight away like that. The last little icon, we don't have to worry about that for our little code. This one here is search. Now I think the longest sketch in the Heist system is about 100 lines long, but you can search very easily using that search tool there, and you can search through all the code. You can search for specific things, and you can use asterisks as wildcards should you need to. It's quite handy for search. This one here looks like search, but is actually serial monitor. And I've got another video on how the serial monitor works, and it's absolutely amazing for troubleshooting and solving problems with your system. So have a play around with libraries. There's an awful lot to find out there, generously uploaded by the electronics and the coding community, and they're really, really useful, really easy to control. Enjoy.